We don't get the chance very often to brag on the great teaching that Chris Tremblay does in his real job when he's not showing us a few things, which he will in a few minutes. But we've got one of his pupils, one of his star pupils. You got to be awfully proud.
I certainly am.
Mike Madden is with us, and he's got a college scholarship, off to go play big time.
He is. He's
after
going to play.
Surviving the rigorous training given him by
Well,
JPGA
when he first arrived
boss.
in last fall, it was a little rigorous. He was sweating more than he does now because he's in a little better shape now. Michael, welcome to the show.
How are you?
Great. We're doing great. Tell us a little bit about those first couple of months under this taskmaster here.
Well, first of all, it's kind of interesting getting to know Coach Chris. He's kind of a weird guy, but
Thank you, Mike.
after a couple months, it turned out to be great, and I'm glad I came here.
Well, Michael, let's first ask you, because a question I get asked quite often is, why would somebody want to do a post-grad year at a golf academy?
Well, I started playing competitive golf kind of late, and I wanted to see if I could make it to college golf. I was going to take a gap year anyway, and I thought I could play college golf, so I decided to come down here and take my chance.
People don't think about that possibility. We're kind of ingrained in the, okay, out of high school into college thing, and the gap year for anyone is becoming a bit more popular. And in golf, are you guys, Mike, did you feel that was exactly the way to go, looking back on it now, that it got you where you want to be?
Yeah, I'm very glad I did it.
Michael just recently signed at?
North Carolina Wesleyan, the
And
Battling Bishops.
he's going up there on a scholarship, like you said, the Battling Bishops. And you know, his game has improved. If you looked at his tournament scores throughout the course of the year, they kept progressively going down. And you know, then he started firing one low round in each 36-hole event, and then he got to the point where he was putting them together. And Coach Greg Ripke, who I've made a relationship with for our kids, has really came up and said, you know, we really like the way he looks. And he said, more than anything, it was the athleticism and the shape Mike was in that really caught his eye. So why don't you tell everybody at home what a day, our regular day
That's a good idea.
at the JPGA for a post-grad student? Because I start out with you first thing in the morning. So why don't you take them through the day?
All right. Well, I usually wake up about 8:30, have a little breakfast, and then 8:45 we have workouts at the JPGA office where I get to be with Coach Chris every morning.
Special time, we call it.
We'll work out for about an hour and a half, and then after that, go home for about an hour, clean up, have some breakfast, then head to the golf course for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and then they're generally at the golf course training for a couple hours, and then we always, especially with the post-grads, we make sure that they get out in the afternoon because there's a little bit more sense of them needing to get their course experience down so that they can start to produce, because obviously time is a factor for them.
Yeah. If the coach at North Carolina Wesleyan said that your fitness was a key, how much do you credit that, and how much do you credit just getting to play an awful lot of golf over a year?
Well, I would say it's probably about half and half.
Okay.
Before I came here, I didn't work out I played hockey all my life, but the summer before, I didn't really do anything. So I had some trouble kind of getting the new moves down and loading up, some stuff like that. Once I started working out, I stretched out every morning, and everything just felt a little better.
And that's one of the things we find with a lot of students that first come to us. You know, we want them to do certain things in their swing, but physically, they're just not quite able to do it yet. So that's why, you know, we really work so hard on the physical fitness part to really make sure we've got that engine running so we can go around the track, so to speak, at the speed we want to.
Golf is a grind. I mean, those of us who play 18 holes at a time, we're tired at the end of 18. You got to do that every day, huh? You know, Mike, you got to be in pretty good shape.
Yes, sir.
Michael's works very hard too, and you know, one of the things, why don't you tell everybody about speed training, because we showed them a little something 2 weeks ago with the swing whoosh, how to go ahead and help them speed up their swing a little bit, but why don't we tell everybody at home what you do every day as far as speed training goes?
Yeah, well, I've never done this before I came here, and it helped me a lot. So we'll do 10 swings. It's a heavy club. It's a few pounds. We'll do 10 swings with that, and then we'll do the speed whoosh, 15 swings, and that really gets your speed going, and then we'll hit 10 shots. So you're tired, but you get the speed going, and once you get on the course, you can really feel the extra speed.
They're breathing pretty hard after those 35 swings, I gotta tell you.
That's pretty good stuff. Mike, thanks so much for coming in and spending some time with us. Good luck with you, for you at North Carolina Wesleyan.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.